everybody, you made it to Wednesday.
Yay!
Yes, we're so excited. We made it to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Woo, we're doing great. We are your hosts of Coastlife. I'm Paige Marley.
I'm Leah Rizzo, and I feel like, the weeks go flying by, the months go flying by. I mean, I know we just started October, but if you've checked your calendar at all, you're already like, okay, next weekend, we're halfway through October already. Like, okay, in 3 weeks, like it's
insane.
It's insane.
It drives me crazy.
As we get closer to the end of the month, Halloween is approaching.
Yes.
And we asked you the other day to send us some costume ideas, like groups of 3.
Right.
It's pretty easy for
Yeah.
Paige, myself, Maya.
Yeah.
I think that would be really fun. And you guys even threw some suggestions our way. We love it.
We did. We got an email from Rick, one of our viewers. So thank you, Rick, for emailing us. He said we should be Charlie's Angels.
Ooh.
I love that.
You got great fits with Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yes. You have a lot of women to choose from, too, because they've remade it so many times.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you got a lot of eras to choose from when
I
it comes
love
to
that.
Charlie's Angels. That's
right.
a good one.
Yep. And then someone who actually works here who watches Coastlife emailed us as well and said we should be Josie and the Pussycats.
Yeah.
Which is so fun, too.
Well, because it kind of like livens up the cat ears.
Yeah.
You get like leopard ears and a guitar, and somebody gets the drums.
Ooh, which I have leopard ears already, actually. So, boom.
There we go.
Love
We're
that.
ready.
Yeah, so keep sending us those ideas. Halloween is not here yet. We will accept as many ideas. Leah, where can they email us?
They can email us, team@coastlife.com. We love reading emails from you, even if it's not about Halloween costumes. We love to hear from you, just checking in, saying hi. We love it.
Say hello. Let us know how your day went.
Exactly. That's what we're here for, to kind of check in on each other. And we always like to give you stuff to talk about, too, whether you bring it with you to your next family gathering and you want to get everyone's opinion on it, or just the office tomorrow. That's where we kind of spitball all of our ideas for the show.
It's true.
And this is one that got us talking, because yesterday off the air, we were talking a lot about AI.
Yeah.
How it makes us feel, sometimes a little nervous,
Terrified.
but it's also really helpful in a lot of ways. And X, formerly known as Twitter, is rolling out live shopping with Paris Hilton.
I'm so about it. When I first heard X live shopping, I'm like, oh. And then you said with Paris Hilton, I said, oh, I'm in. So yeah, love this idea.
I do too. So there really weren't a whole lot of details about how it works exactly. It was kind of just the first announcement of that's happening.
Right.
So I don't know if she's hosting live shopping. I mean, when you think back to, our middle school years, our high school days, the mall was a great place to socialize. I mean, that's where you went with your friends. It was sort of the one space you could go to before you were 18, before you were, 21, where you could exist for free.
Right.
You didn't have to buy anything, and you and your friends could hang out unsupervised a little bit. You was exploring that independence.
Yes, I love malls. And the one I grew up going to just recently went out of business. They had this kind of eerie, if I'm being honest, auction of everything. And it was the giant grape sculpture that was in our food court. I almost said cafeteria. So that was so sad. I love a good mall. I love getting a soft pretzel and shopping sale racks. And
me too, with the snacks
listening to
and
music.
then just chat. That's what my mom and my sister and I do. That's our favorite bonding activity.
Yes, I miss malls. But if I have to shop with Paris, I will, as long as I can wear the Stop Being Poor shirt that she has. I love it. It's iconic.
It is. And I mean, she's a fashion icon of her day, so I would trust her with my fashion life.
Yeah, she's a smarty pants. We got to give Paris some credit.
Yeah, for sure. But kind of speaking of malls, I forgot about this. Remember when they discovered the Burger King in the Concord Mall that was untouched?
No.
Yeah, so they sealed up a wall, and there was a door behind it, and when you opened the door, it was an untouched Burger King frozen in the 90s. And it's funny because that's where I used to shop growing up. So I remembered that when I saw the pictures, and I used to be thinking, I was where was that Burger King in the mall? Because when you walk by now, there's no sign of it. So I was I know I didn't make it up. And
Who sealed it in?
I don't know who sealed it in.
That's amazing. Oh, I was thinking when you said it, I'm they probably still have fresh burgers and fries, but probably not.
Not that untouched.
No.
I think it's just the very 90s, it throws you back to the color scheme, the designs on the cups, everything like that. Yeah.
That's fun.
Taking a trip down memory lane. But we also sort of, in that same vein of memories, nostalgia, I think millennials are a huge nostalgia generation.
Yeah, we are.
Because I think we saw so much happen and change so quickly over our formative years. I mean, we remember pre-internet days.
Yeah.
And we remember how significantly the internet changed our lives in our adolescence. But I think the running gag a few years when we hit our 20s was, oh, millennials are killing every industry.
We ruin everything.
We ruin everything. Casual restaurants, it's all gone. Blame the millennials. And we're bro, we just got here.
We're trying our best.
We're trying. But we were sort of talking about what's something that maybe millennials saved, because there are some industries that have made big comebacks, and courtesy of us.
That's what I love about millennials is, like you said, I remember when the first iPhone came out, right? And I also can't live without my iPhone, so I've experienced both. I remember when the DVD player came out. I'm also a big movie goer. I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So it's like, I think we have gone through, in a short period of time, almost a 360.
Yeah.
Because I think we can take now, as we get into our 30s and mid-30s, okay, I remember this, I liked it, let's bring this back. So we're bringing back style, you know, the 90s style that worked. We're not bringing back the 90s style that didn't work because we're learning from our mistakes.
We're trying to leave that in the past.
Right.
I think vinyl is something that millennials have definitely revived. I mean, for the first time in what, 30 years, vinyl is outselling CDs again.
Right, and I want to know who's still buying CDs actually, because I don't know anyone who buys CDs. I know people who buy vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, I really, and as somebody who I've collected some vinyl myself now, I'm trying to get more into it, and it's a little intimidating to start because like all the classic rock fans can be a little scary and intense about classic rock artists, but I appreciate the knowledge and I understand why it is that way.
That's for sure.
But there is such an interactive element when you buy vinyl. You have the artwork on the cover, you've got the lyrics on the inside, like you get to physically hold music, and it's cool.
I love that. And you know, you and I were actually talking about this a little bit before too, which I love that you mentioned, is we're bringing back things like crocheting and different types of arts, because again, I think people think that our generation is so attached to technology. I don't think we are as much as people think. Like I've been talking about it. I'm getting more into crocheting and things like that. I see a lot of people doing that. So we're bringing back what makes us comfortable.
Well, and I think because a lot of our childhood hobbies were pre-internet era, so I think we are, as a very nostalgic generation, trying to kind of get back to that and the things that made us really happy back in the day after school.
We're not all that bad.
And something a little more fun that we want you guys to participate in as well. This is why social media, we do love it. We have fun with it. And some of the filters on TikTok are they're fun to play around with. I don't know why, but they are. And
I love it.
You got to play around with it. And the question was sort of posed to us, do you think you would be attractive as the opposite gender?
We found out. Let's take a look at the TikTok we made earlier.
Ooh.
I tried pulling my hair back to give it the full effect.
You into it?
No. This is awful. Do I have a nose ring?
Yeah. I think we both do.
Oh, we're those kind of dudes.
Yeah, when these females.
Literally, that's how I feel right now.
Bros.
What up, females? No, you look like a hot man on the front of like a romance
Fabio
novel.
Yeah.
Ew. I look like I'm like yelling at you from the drive-thru. What up, girl? It's so bad.
I love it. Well, we want to see your reactions too. Would you go out with yourself if you were the opposite gender? Stitch this and let's play along. Have some fun.
I didn't love it. I know.
I didn't hate it.
I know. I had really high hopes for myself. I'm like sitting here like I would probably date me if I was a dude. Like I was so excited.
Well, it's funny because I remember, I think it was some family gathering we had. One of my cousins had like a pack of fake beards or something. So naturally we all put them on.
Of course.
And I remember my mom was like, you don't look bad with a beard. I was like, I don't know how to feel about that.
Aaliyah, I kind of need to I think I got humbled actually is what I think I was like, I need to take it back because I really thought I'd be hot.
But yes, please stitch that on TikTok. Have some fun with it. We love to hear from you, see from you as well. And get involved on our socials. Make sure you do that. But we've got a great show headed your way. Our field correspondent Maya Henry is telling us what's coming up on Coastlife.
Coming up next, we're getting innovative with DIY Halloween decorations and learn the heartwarming mission behind Redbird Legacy Foundation and much more when Coastlife gets back after the break.
Coastlife is brought to you by BB Healthcare, Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, Preston Automotive Group, Shell Brothers, and the Parker Group.
You're watching Coastlife, and you know that we always are celebrating our community.
Yes,
and the people in it.
There's a lot of people to celebrate.
There are, definitely. And we have a couple of those people who we want to celebrate and introduce you to on the Coastlife couch today. We have Jack Riddle with us with Community Bank, and we also have Robert here with us. He is with Boy Scouts and the Delmarva Council. Yes. Is that right? Perfect. All right. So thank you both so much for being here. We're excited to talk to you.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us on.
Of course. So a little teaser here, a little heads up. A special award is going to be given out next month. Jack, do you want to start us off with what's happening?
Sure. I got a call about a month or two ago that I was going to be honored, and it's really nice. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Boy Scouts. I was a young one back in the day, but I got this call from some of my friends in Rotary talking about this award that they wanted to give me for for what I've done in the community. And I kind of thought about it, and I said, well, I guess I am kind of busy doing things. It seems like there's unbounded opportunities to do good in this county. There's
That's
just
right.
unbounded opportunities. So I got to meet my new best friend here, and he says we're going to have a little party or something to celebrate scouting, really. I think I'm going to be in the room doing something, but we're going to talk about scouting and all the good things that you're leading this effort, and I'm going to get some Distinguished Citizens Award for doing good things in the community. Is that what I hear?
That
That's
is
what they told me.
exactly. That is exactly correct. I mean, for the amount of things that you've done to support the community, helping it grow, and the things that you're doing, and it's just a privilege for us as an organization to recognize you. And by receiving this award, you're helping us tremendously as well, because by receiving this award, as you're aware, it's going to help us raise some significant dollars that can help us deliver more programs to more youth out here in the community. So it's really exciting that we have this opportunity to recognize somebody like Jack.
It is really exciting, and you guys are so funny and humble about it.
Yes.
You're like, Jack, you said earlier, like, it's not about me, it's about the Scouts, and it really is. And Robert, you were telling us that, you know, the Scouts, it really is a great organization. I mean, I was a Girl Scout back in the day. Loved it, loved every
Did you
second
bring your
of
badges with you today?
Oh,
You should have.
I should have. They're
Jeez.
somewhere in my closet at my parents' house, along with the brownie vest.
Yes.
This is all still there. But what are some of the things that you really want people to know about the Boy Scouts? If they have, kids at home that are interested in joining, what are maybe some of the skills and lessons that they're going to walk away with knowing after, going through the Boy Scout program? You're kind of a Boy Scout for life.
Yeah, you are a Boy Scout for life, and that's really the beauty of what we're doing. It's, yes, we take kids camping, they go hiking, they do a lot of activities, especially with their parents in the Cub Scout program, but we've never been safer than ever before. We've got our youth protection policies, and the benefit of what scouting is doing as far as us as an organization, our mission is to instill the values of the Scout Oath and law in our youth so they can make ethical choices over their lifetime. That's our mission, that's what we're about, and as a byproduct, they're going camping, hiking, doing all the outdoor activities, because that's the carrot that keeps them in. And at each of these rank advancement milestones that they get reviewed by their peers, by their leaders, and asked, how are you living to be more trustworthy? How is your room clean?
This award is going to be awarded coming up next month.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the event that's going along with it.
So we are having a special reception to honor Jack. It'll start at 6 o'clock, and it's at the Ivy Dewey Beach in Delaware. And come on down. We'd love to have you. Help us recognize our community leader that helps really make our community a better place.
We're going to raise a little money. We're going to maybe have a drink,
Have a few
maybe
drinks,
have some
yeah.
hors d'oeuvres, talk about things. And I think there's a lot of folks from the bank are going to show up, and
fantastic.
maybe some of my friends and some of these various organizations that I seem to hang out in
Yeah.
that have nothing to do with the bank, but it seems like there's unbounded opportunities to do good in this county.
Yeah.
Talk about it all the time, that this is such a generous place that we all live in, that people always want to do things to help kids, to help adults, to help seniors, to help, and I happen to be a part of a lot of those organizations. Rotary's probably the biggest one I'm involved in, but this is a great opportunity to come out, and it's really about Scouts. It's not about me. But I was honored to get the phone call, and of course I got it from a fellow Rotarian, of course, because that's what they do. But
All right, well, thank you both again so much. We're looking forward to it. Real quick before we let you go, remind everyone the day and time of this event.
November 7th, 6 p.m. at the Ivy Dewey Beach in Delaware.
All right, you got it. You heard it here first. Okay, thank you both again. It's such a pleasure to talk to you, and it's a pleasure to continue Coast Life. So just stay right where you are. We'll be right back.
You're watching Coast Life, and today I'm surrounded by so many beautiful plants, which means we can only be at one place, the Lord's Landscaping, Garden Center, and Mercantile. And right beside me is Miss Amy Lord Hughes. How are you, Miss Amy?
I'm wonderful. We're so excited you guys are here today.
I see you switched out some plants from the last time I was here, so these are fall plants. Tell us a little bit about them.
So at this point of the season, a lot of your plants that are around your house, they're getting a little tired. We've had some really hot temperatures, and so now we're bringing in all the fall plants to replace those with. So I'm hoping that I can show you some of my favorites today, and you'll learn a little bit about fall plants.
Hey, all right, let me in on them. What are your favorite fall plants?
So we just got in every type of color of pansies that just came in. We have violas, we have cabbage, kale, we have every size of mum that you can think of. We're so excited. My personal favorite are ornamental peppers. And ornamental peppers, they're beautiful. They come in all different colors and they are just a showstopper in your pot. The number one question that we get asked is, how do you prepare them in recipes and how do you eat them? You do not eat them. So ornamental peppers are for ornamental purposes only and you are not to eat them, but they are beautiful and they are a showstopper in your pot.
Well, I'm so glad you told me that before I bought some and tried to put them in a recipe. So how do you take care of these new fall plants?
So with the plants that we have out right now, are like spring and summer annuals, we're watering them once a day in the heat, sometimes twice a day. And once these cooler temperatures come and these fall plants come out, it's a lot less maintenance. It's the number one time that you should be planting, and you probably only need to water them like once a week, maybe twice a week if it does get a little bit warmer, but they are a lot easier to take care of.
Thank you so much for teaching me about plants, stuff that I didn't even know about. All right, guys, so I'm about to go talk to Miss Heidi, and she is going to teach me how to plant a planter, so stay tuned. All right, so Amy taught us how to prepare for the upcoming season with plants, but right here I have Miss Heidi Carey. So Heidi, you work in sales, and I heard you are banging when it comes to plants. You know it all, girl.
I love some plants. Love plants.
Can you show me how to pot these plants?
I would love to.
All right, let's
go.
do it.
What you're gonna do is you're gonna start with your soil level about 3/4 of the way full.
Okay.
You're gonna use a nice, good, rich black potting soil that's nice and airy so that the roots can go through.
Nice.
Then we're gonna choose plants that love the cool temperatures for the cool season.
So what plant do you think is best to put inside my pot?
I would say right now, let's put some millet in there.
Okay.
And that's gonna give you some height. And then we can go ahead and put some celosia in here. This is celosia. Put that in there for a little bit more height. And then beautiful cabbage is what we'll put in there. Beautiful cabbage. And we'll put a pansy right here in the front. See how it has a lot of roots at the bottom?
Beautiful.
Yes, it's beautiful. So you're just gonna wanna, I know you're like, no, that's so painful. You just say to the plant, I love you, and you're gonna look so beautiful, and thank you for allowing me to take your roots off like that. I'm gonna put it, you want just to make it a little bit lower so that when you water, all the water's going in the pot and not running off. You want the pot to be beautiful and nice and billowy and lush. So, okay, when you take this out, there's a lot of soil here. We don't necessarily need all this soil, and we don't have enough room for it. So what you would do, yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead, and we're gonna pull it right off.
Oh, you taught me something today. I thought you put all of it in there.
No.
Okay.
Then I'll show you another little secret. When you get nice in this, you can kind of zhuzh it like this. Squeeze it. Zhuzh, 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 zhuzh.
So is the plant affected any time that you're like moving it and
Not
switching
this,
around?
no, not this particular type of plant. This plant will be fine.
And how about when it gets a little frosty outside? Can these plants handle it?
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. So these guys, so your coleus, your celosia and your millet, they can go all the way until frost, and they can take a little bit of frost. So they might be able to go all the way until Christmas time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then of course, once Christmas hits, you can go ahead and get a little juniper or a little tree to put in there for some Christmas lights and make it all cute.
Awesome.
Some
And how long do
sticks.
they last?
So these guys are going to last until right around the middle of November. So these will go all winter, and these will go until mid-November, late November.
Is my plant finished?
Your plant's finished. Let's bring it up here to the front. So this is what it would look like if you were to see it from the street.
That is
You know, from the side of your house.
So you really taught me something. I didn't even know we could have plants in the winter.
Oh,
so
yes.
Are there any other plants that we could put outside to really make our house, shine during those months?
Oh, evergreens, of course. Yes, like so. If you wanted to plant, fall is the best time for planting.
Nice.
So if you want to plant any of your evergreens and things like that, it's a great time.
So if somebody was thinking of a plant with their home, do you have like customized ideas that you have for that certain person when they walk in here?
So a customer is more than welcome to come in with pictures, and we can give them ideas of things that they can use, especially because we love to ask all the important questions like, how much light do you have? Do you live here all the time? How tall do you want the plant to get? Or, you know, all those things will play a key in the plants that we're going to show you.
Okay, awesome. And what are your hours of operation for those people that are looking at these plants thinking they're absolutely beautiful and kind of considering something for the winter months?
So the hours of operation are Monday through Saturday, 9 to 4, and on Sunday, 10 to 3.
If you're looking for a beautiful plant like the one I have here, and just preparing for the fall and winter months, the Lord's Landscaping, Garden Center, and Mercantile is your one-stop shop. There's more Coast Life.
All right, Leah, you know, here on Coastlife, we talk a lot with local artists,
Yes.
local performers.
Yes.
One of the greatest places to see local shows, though, is the Milton Theater. Have you been before?
I have been, yes.
So cool.
Yes.
They do so much. And they're going to be able to do even more. That's why Maya Henry is at the Milton Theater showing us what they have coming up.
Leah and Paige, on the Delmarva Coast, there are so many cool places and cool people. And today I'm at the beloved Milton Theater with Fred Munzer, the main director. So Fred, you guys have something cool going on. Tell me about the new expansion and what people can expect when they come to the Milton Theater.
Well, we are launching into phase 2 of our capital campaign. We just finished the balcony and opened it this spring, which has been very exciting.
Okay.
Now we're launching into phase 2, which is our educational wing. This is where we're going to add 2 brand new studios that we can use for educational program. A lot of people don't even know we have a children's education program.
I didn't know.
But year round, the program is sold out. Summer camps this summer are sold out, and that's our set for Finding Nemo behind us right now.
And it's absolutely beautiful.
It's so much fun. And so we have kids in here year round doing programs. We also are working in the schools with the FAME program with about 500 students a year. So we have a lot of activity with young people. So it's really fitting that the next phase be the education wing. What it's going to allow us to do is really expand out the programs that we're offering and allow more students to take part. We have long waiting lists for every program that we do.
And I'm so excited because as a kid, I wished I had this. You said it really...
Same.
Right? Like it really relates to like real life experiences. Tell me about some of the programs that you have for the children. I see there's a lot that was back here earlier.
For sure.
Break. But tell me about those programs.
So our summer camp we have every year. By late winter, it's already sold out for the next summer. We do 4 different programs during the summer. It's ages 6 through 16, and we have them work together in a group so that they learn real life experiences about what it's like to work with people of different ages, to take care of people who are younger than you, to respect the people in your community, and really work together in a group. That's really what theater is like anyway. So they spend 1 week putting the program together. It's very fast. They come in for summer camp. They have a soft audition first thing. By noon, the whole show is cast and they're off and running, all leading to Friday of that week where they put the show on for hundreds of people.
And do you find that to be a little bit difficult? Like they start on Monday, correct? And then it just begins on Friday. How does that go?
It's definitely stressful, but again, it's real life experiences. We have goals, we have deadlines that we need to meet in life, and we work through those processes with them. It's not completely without stress, it's not completely without drama, it is theater after all. So we process those things through as a group with the staff and the young people. And at the end of the week, everybody's in tears and excited, and families are like, I can't believe that they did this in just a week. It is remarkable what they do. But again, it really speaks to, I feel sometimes we set the bar too low. And the expectations too low for our young people and what they can achieve. And if we go, you know, you really can achieve these higher things, and we walk them through that process and then they realize they can do it, it's a win-win.
Do you see like a change from when they start on Monday to like the actual performance on Friday? Let's say if you have a shy kid, do you see a difference in the children?
Yeah, huge. We've watched a lot of kids just blossom through that. The great thing about our program, even our school, we have an after-school program during the school year as well, is we let the student kind of function where they are and explore where they are. Theater is really good for that. You know, you can choose to be kind of in the background and in the chorus, or if you want the solo and want to be the lead, you can, you know, assert yourself and be out there. But we see young people all the time go from very shy in the background, never having done it, to all of a sudden they're the lead in the next thing. One of the big things we've reinstituted after the pandemic is we're back to our full in-house production. So we do year-round productions that we produce in-house. We cast them in-house, we stage them, our whole creative team does them. We just closed Rent, that was a sold-out run. And that cast, almost 1,000 people auditioned from all over the country to be in that cast of 15 people. So we had really great selection. The cast was insane and phenomenal. So we are now in the process of casting Rocky Horror Show, which will be in October, and The Sound of Music, which is our holiday show, which I love. 800 people audition for Sound of Music from all over the country. So what we can tell people is if you come into the Milton Theater for theater, you're going to see a great cast of talent that is coming from all over the place.
Oh, that's perfect. It makes me kind of want to join.
Well, you should come to auditions.
All right. So, speaking of everyone coming around, are there any adult classes?
So we don't have adult classes yet. We've done a few throughout the years. One of the things that we want to do with the expansion of the studios is to start adding classes for all ages. And so you can see that for sure once we get. Are you looking for a class?
I definitely am looking for a class. I might do it after work.
Stand by.
I definitely will. Where can they reach you if they want to audition or even have their kids come and join?
MiltonTheater.com has everything. You can look for auditions on there, careers, the kids programs, and of course the hundreds of shows that we present on the stage every year.
All right, easy enough, guys. If you guys are thinking about seeing a show, joining a show, you can definitely hit up our man right here.
Yep.
There's more Coastlife on the way.
Some crafts with Coastlife.
Crafting with Coastlife. That's us.
Now, listen. I know yesterday didn't go as planned.
I think we tackled a craft that was a little bit above our skill level.
Yeah.
A little above our attention span.
Our patience, a lot. So we're not doing these corn balls. We actually said we think this looks like weird Barbie.
It does.
You know, with her hair in all different directions, all sparse.
It does.
So we're gonna throw this out. We're gonna do a more simple Halloween craft that you and your kids can do today. We are hoping this one goes better. So let's put the corn ball away.
Yes.
Okay.
So I guess what we're diving into today, what we're going to be making, are these sort of puffy paint spider webs. I think what the idea is you get yourself some parchment paper, some puffy paint, and you draw little spider webs on the parchment paper, and then when they're dry, you can just peel them off, and you have like a little outline of a spider web.
So cute. You can probably stick it to a window or hang it with like string, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, but it's sort of like free floating, and I think that'd be cute in any house.
All right, so let's try this out. Again, we haven't tried this yet.
So we're gonna give it a go.
We're just gonna try it out.
Okay,
and we've established Leah's the artist here, so.
Remember how to draw a spider web.
Here we go. And I'm guessing all the parts should be connected, right? So that when you peel it up.
Yeah,
okay.
I think everything's got to connect at least in some way.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm gonna start with a circle. I also, just thinking about this, and again, this could be wrong, I think it's best to make like thick lines so that it peels easier. Yeah. It might take longer to dry though.
Yeah. Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. So I'm gonna go with like a little bit of thicker lines today. Ooh, yeah, I'm trying to remember what a spider web looks like, but I don't have it in front of me.
I'm going with a couple of circles first.
Oh, smart.
Do like 3.
Okay. Also,
I think this web's a little bit smaller.
Hack, we got the parchment paper that has like the faint lines on it. This is actually kind of helping me keep my lines straight.
Yeah, I guess that's what normally for measuring. So
yeah,
that,
perfect.
If you're putting like cookies on there, they're all evenly spaced.
Yeah,
maybe?
And I love because you probably have a lot of this at your house, and if you don't have puffy paint, it's really cheap to get at the store. Yeah. We got it at the store for like, what, $1?
Something like that,
Something. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that doesn't look as good when I pulled away from it.
I think it looks great.
Thanks.
Ooh.
Did you used to puffy paint like t-shirts all the time?
I was just gonna say, if you've got like teenage daughters at home, you probably have puffy paint because they were used for every like team sport, team bonding, every kind of craft.
I'm pretty sure I puffy painted my first concert t-shirt for Justin Bieber.
Oh my gosh, so we puffy painted my little cousin when she, might have been her 21st birthday, but it might have been her 20th. We took her to see Miranda Lambert.
Ooh.
And we totally surprised her. We gave her a cami, because she was all about her like cami tank tops.
Yeah.
And we had puffy painted, "This is my Miranda Lambert cami."
Oh, cute.
And so she literally holds it up in front of her, and like while she's holding it up, my sister and I whip out the tickets. So when she puts the shirt down, she was like, "Oh my God."
Oh, that's cute. I love.
So puffy paint comes in handy.
Puffy paint brings people together.
It does.
I feel like this looks like an evil like witch symbol.
Well, it's a spider web, so it goes in like with a witchy category.
This is so bad.
And I think I'm gonna kind of do little like droopy connects between the triangles here.
Oh, can I
think
copy
like
you?
That's how they kind of hang in the corners of stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna copy you.
Although spider webs also always make me think of Charlotte's Web.
Oh, okay, good. That makes me feel better. Oh yeah, this does look a lot better.
I think that's sort of the trick.
This really is just Leah leading craft time.
Let's go.
I love this. Oh, that does make it look more like a spider web. Kind of.
Because that's how they...
I'm trying to dry it. Oh, and we forgot the best part, you guys. Glitter.
Yeah.
We also got glittery, just shimmery puffy paint to go over the black.
Which I think is a good move because
think
regular
so.
glitter just gets everywhere.
Yeah.
But in puffy paint form.
So I'm just gonna like trace over, I think. I mean, this is gonna take forever to dry, but whatever.
All right, what if I get real fancy here?
Okay, hit me. What are you doing?
I'm gonna add a little spider.
Oh, cute. This is gonna be excited for Halloween. This is going so much better.
This is a lot easier than the candy corn balls that we attempted the other day.
And how calming is this?
This is actually really
I
great.
kind of keep forgetting to like talk to you. I'm like, I'm just in my own world, tracing with my puffy paint.
All right, now I know that spiders in real life has 8 legs, but this spider is gonna get 4.
You can do whatever you want. It's your spider. That's the best
kind of
part.
small.
I accidentally got some black puffy paint in the glitter paint.
That's
Sorry
okay.
for when you use it. And
He's gonna get 6.
I'm gonna just make it look like it's like a dewy, it got rained on spider web. Maybe that'll be cute.
Yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Okay, I think that's good actually. I think if I do any more, I'm ruining it.
He
I
didn't turn
love
out
your
as cute as I hoped.
spider. He's so cute.
But he's there.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay,
Oh,
should
I love yours.
Thanks. You want some glitter or no?
Sure.
Okay. Oh no. Ooh. Got paint on the table.
Whoopsie.
It's washable. I think.
I think it is.
It adds to the Halloween aesthetic of the studio.
Yeah. Oh, I like the glitter. That's fun.
Put Halloween music under this.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I want to write like some pig.
Oh, that'd be cute. That's really sweet.
Ta-da!
Do you think it'll drip if I hold it up?
I don't think so.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This is gonna be cute when it's dry.
So the fun thing about, puffy paint is because it's 3-dimensional, when you peel it off, you're gonna have like a little, it's gonna be fun to work with.
Oh my gosh. I hope mine sticks to like a window or something. I'm gonna try.
I hope the spider sticks. He might not be
Yes. Your spider and his 6 legs. I love this. So try this out with your kids. Let us know. Also, please, let us know if you tried the cornball and if it turned out better than this.
I don't think we're ever quite gonna get past the candy corn ball.
I needed to like go home and just like relax after how angry this made me yesterday. This is the better option, in my opinion, for Halloween crafts.
I think I agree with you. So far, this one is in the lead of our favorites, but
Yes.
I guess we're gonna let these dry.
Yeah.
And Coastlife is gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
But we'll be.
Leah, what are you doing tonight at 9 o'clock?
I think I'm gonna be watching the premiere of season 2 for Quantum Leap.
Boom, right answer. That's hopefully what you guys are doing too. Just a little reminder, Quantum Leap, 9 o'clock, season 2 starts tonight. And I don't know if this is true, but I'm just gonna throw it out there and say, it's okay if you missed season 1, jump right into season 2.
Jump. Leap. I
Leap.
got it.
I didn't even mean that. That was
That
great.
was good.
Thank you.
That was clever.
Thank you.
And maybe we'll get to that after, if you try any of those DIY Halloween crafts that we've done. Maybe you've attempted a few at home. I think the spider webs turned out a lot more successful than the candy corn balls.
Yeah. That's going to go down in history here on Coastlife, how traumatic the candy corn, we call them corn balls for short around here, how difficult those were.
They were a little traumatizing. We had we have a lot of, dog guests in the studio. One of them was licking the table and we were like, oh, it might be the candy corn.
It's probably the candy corn. Yeah.
It's scarring everybody.
It is. I'm waiting for a viewer to send in like their beautiful candy corn ball.
I know.
And they're going to be like, this was not hard.
If you do it though, like just to show us up, please send it, because that would be amazing.
No, I would be so impressed. I would respect you so
Right?
much.
I know. Like, we want to see the successful crafts,
Yes.
because clearly not all of them are for us.
No, they're not. But we're going to bring more to you tomorrow as well. Don't forget, we are all this week showing you some Halloween DIY. So we're going to see, you're going to learn with us if they're hits or misses.
Yes, so we'll get to all of that and more tomorrow, 4 o'clock. We are always here for you. But now we're going to get ready to toss things over to our friends